guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another live stream. Welcome back again to your channel. That is your home for tech, toys, and talk, and of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. Yeah, I'm streaming on a Sunday. Don't worry, we're not going to collide with anyone else's streams today. I wanted to pop up. I wanted to talk to everybody out there. I see we got a few people in the chat, so let's go ahead and take a look at them very quickly here. Of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, the man who is the captain of horror and tattoos, Captain Spaulding. Hey, what's up? Saying, hey, what's up, brother Dave? I'm doing good. Things could be better. I know a lot of people are out celebrating with their mothers. For me, it's so it's not the greatest day of the year. My mother, well, we lost her well over a decade ago, about 12, I think 12 years now. 12, yeah, about 12 years. So it's not the greatest day in the world, but I'm not here to talk necessarily about Mother's Day, but I do want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, all the mothers, the grandmothers, godmothers out there, both who are still with us and who may not still be with us. And also for those single fathers who've stepped up and they're playing both the role of mom and dad. Tremendous thanks and appreciation to you as well. But I wanted to talk about Stream for the Cure, which is it's less than a week away, guys. That's next week, Saturday. So I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about a few other trends I'm noticing in the toy community. And by the way, if anyone wants to chime in, if anyone wants to, drop some knowledge, if anyone wants to drop some of their thoughts and opinions on that subject or any subject, or if you have a channel that you want to promote yourself, well, guys, I just dropped the StreamYard link right there. Just click on that link and that will bring you into the dimension itself. Hey, look at this. It's David's Life. David's Life is actually going to be featured this Tuesday. That's right. David's Life is a YouTube channel, and not just David's Life, but also Gamer for Life. He has two channels, and he's going to be coming on Tuesday Night Talks this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please come and check out his. We're going to have him as a guest. He's going to be welcomed into the dimension for the very first time, and we're going to get down to the nitty gritty, find what everything is all about when it comes to David's Life, and also Gamer for Life. Yeah, Mirage, right? Dave and David, what a match. Yeah, it's scary. Hey, look at this. We got the Gunpla Grandmaster himself, Colbane Games. His stream actually starts tonight on his channel at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please go to his channel right now. Click that notification button so you can be notified once he goes live tonight at 8 p.m. You don't want to miss out. Colbane does anything and everything you can imagine, guys. He does live streams, he does hangout streams, he does gaming streams, not just one game. I mean, he is all over the place. I know last week he was streaming Sea of Thieves, and of course Friday nights is always Friday Night Fortnite with Colbane Games, and I believe tonight he will be doing the Gunpla hanger. If you're not familiar with Gunpla, look up Gundam, and he basically does these amazing model kits that he assembles, and it's just very chill, very relaxed, very awesome time, guys. If you're not already following Colbane Games, go to his channel. Just go ahead and type in the search bar Colbane Games, and you'll pull up his channel, and you're going to go ahead, you're going to hit that red button, that subscribe button. You're going to hit the bell for notifications. You're going to check out his content. It is amazing. It's awesome. He also does a bit of Helldivers. He does a bit of everything, guys. So please go ahead and check him out. He is on the road to 1,500 subs, and he's not too far away, guys. You guys can make that difference and help him out. So please go ahead and check out Colbane Games. Again, he goes live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please go ahead and check him out. So yeah, we got a couple things to talk about. Stream for the Cure is going to be happening this Saturday morning, this coming Saturday. Colbane says he's just 66 subs away, guys. 66. You guys can make that happen. Go to his channel, copy and paste his YouTube channel address, and share that on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share it to your mother, your father, your sister, your parole officer, your baby mama. Get it out there, guys, and help him get to 1,500. He's going to have an amazing giveaway and live stream. And also, if he hits that goal, he will be doing a live stream dressed up as a Teletubby. I am not making this up. Cole KBG, as we all know him, he's going to, if he hits 1,500 subs, he's going to be doing a live stream dressed up as a Teletubby. Come on, you guys know you want to see that. But Stream for the Cure is going to be this Monday, or sorry, this Saturday. I'm losing my mind, guys. This Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern, or I may be going longer. We don't know. David's Life is chiming in here. He says, at Mirage Braven, thanks. We are the OG D&D. There you go. Already looking at costume options. Okay, awesome. Would love to hear that. Rolando Flores, the multiversal moderator, the man who's in every stream, past, present, and future, already posting links in the future. That's what this guy does. He's dropping Colbane's link in the chat, so go ahead and please click on that link and go ahead and subscribe. But again, if anyone wants to hop on, I do have the StreamYard link pinned to the top of the chat, or at least it should be. So go ahead and please, if anyone wants to hop in, anyone wants to talk, please go ahead and do that right now. But I want to talk about Stream for the Cure. Now, this year's fundraising has been a bit of a struggle bus. We've raised $500 so far. Thank you guys tremendously. And if you're not familiar with it, in Buffalo, New York, we have this amazing cancer research center and treatment center known as Roswell Park. Now, Roswell Park has been around for well over a century, and they've been doing the ride for Roswell since the late 1980s, I think around 87 or 88. Now, every year they do the Ride for Roswell, which is an annual bike riding fundraising event to help all the proceeds go directly towards funding new research and development of new treatments at Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. And that's what Stream for the Cure is all about. I do a crazy 10-hour stream. We give away some prizes, but in order to get in on those giveaways, you have to donate $10. Now, you're not donating it. You're not sending the money to me. You're going to go into the video description below, and you're going to go ahead and click on that donation link. That link takes you directly to the Ride for Roswell website. And you're going to donate $10. Once you donate that $10, you take a screenshot either with your phone or your computer. You're going to take that picture. You're going to email me either at davesdimension78@gmail.com, or you can message me on the Instagrams at daves_dimension. Now, you're going to send me that picture, and you're going to send me your first and last name and your screen name so I know who you are, so we can add you to the giveaways. Now, here's the twist, guys. That $10 donation gets you in on all of our giveaways. We have several NECA boxes that I'm giving away. Now, by the way, each of the boxes we're giving away has a minimum retail of at least $50 and up. Okay, we have several. We have some NECA Ninja Turtle 2-packs that we're giving away. We have several 2-packs we're giving away. I have several other NECA boxes that we are giving out. I have a Ghostbusters box. So if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, I have a special prize to be given out. So that's going to be a separate wheel all onto itself. And also our brother Dre of the Collector Safe Space. He is donating 2 very special comic book collector boxes. It's something that you have to see to believe, guys. You don't want to miss out on that. And I do believe, Cap, if you're still in the chat, I believe Cap also was donating a box for the giveaway. Cap, if you're still in the chat, let me know if that's still the case or not. But it's going to be an open Hangout stream, guys. But all the proceeds go directly towards Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. It goes to an amazing cause. $10 gets your name on every wheel. If you want to donate more than $10, you can do 20, you can do 30, you can do 40. That means for every $10 you donate, that's another occurrence of your name. So let's say John Smith wanted to donate $20. His name is on the elimination wheel twice. Excuse me, guys. And that's what we're doing. We're doing an elimination wheel style. So last person standing, last name standing wins the prize. Okay. It's going to be an awesome giveaway. Like I said, we're going to be doing a wheel almost every hour, almost. And also, I'm welcoming anyone and everyone to come on. If you have a YouTube channel, Twitch, Kick, maybe you do content on Twitter or TikTok, whatever platforms you are on, if you want to promote yourself, it's an open stream to do that. My channel is all about hashtag we grow together. That's why on Tuesday nights I host a live stream where I invite all content creators out there of all walks of life to come on and to feature them, to try and get them, maybe get them some more followers. Get, spread the word about what their content is all about, what their channel is all about. So that's the same for Stream for the Cure. It's an open house platform for anyone and everyone to come on. Now you can donate, and if you don't want to be on prize wheels, and I have had a few people do that. If you do want to donate, but you don't want your name on a prize wheel, that's perfectly fine as well. The only thing I will say is, um, give me about a month to a month, maybe a month or two to get all the packages out, because the shipping is being paid by me. It's coming out of my own pocket, so it's going to take a couple weeks to get all the prizes out. So just bear with me, have a little patience. But again, Stream for the Cure, Ride for Roswell. It's an amazing cause, guys. Cancer doesn't care. It affects everyone of all walks of life, whether you're a picture of health, whether you're old, young. Cancer doesn't care. But that's why we do this. We do this to try and raise money to help battle cancer, to make things better. Me personally, my mother had a form of skin cancer for a good portion of her life. It affected her, psychologically and of course physically. Obviously, she didn't pass from that, but it affected her life tremendously in ways that you could not even imagine. Um, my own father, when we found out that, when he passed, we found that he was hiding cancer from us. You know, I have a family member right now, part of my extended family, who is going through cancer treatments. Um, and fingers crossed for her. And I just hope everything comes through. Um, family friend actually just came through, just finished their round of chemo, and it seems like they're on the track or on the path to doing much better. So Roswell makes a difference. They don't just research cancer, they develop new treatments, new vaccines, new medicines to battle cancer. Because again, cancer doesn't care whether you're stage 1 or stage 4. It doesn't care, but Roswell's there to try to make the difference. And if you guys come out, if you can donate, please, please consider giving. Uh, David's life, I can't imagine that. He's a two-time cancer survivor. I can't imagine what it's like to, face cancer once, but then having to face it twice, but you overcame it. That's just amazing. My hat off to you. Obviously, you had an amazing support system. You had friends and family and amazing doctors to make that difference. So, you know, congrats. That's amazing. Oh, we got Rex and Effects in the workshop here. Rex and Effects are coming through the chat. Rex of Millennium Workshop. He does amazing props, helmets, anything and everything you can imagine. Rex does, and he does it extremely well. So, hey, Rex, thanks for popping through the chat. We're just talking about Stream for the Cure, which obviously is next week, Saturday morning from 10 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, I'm at least going through 10 hours a live stream to try and raise money for Roswell Park and Stream for the Cure. So, please, if anyone wants to come through to help promote their own channels or little side businesses, the stream is open to anyone and everyone. Uh, David's life also adds, my dad survived cancer too. Wow. I was also a baby when I had cancer. Wow. So yeah, you started young, man. Like I said, cancer doesn't care whether you're old or young. So, but I really wish, I'm hoping that everyone can either donate, or if you can't donate, at least share the links. The links are in the video description below, by the way, guys. The links are below. All you have to do is just click on the link. It routes you directly towards Ride for Roswell's website, where you can donate. The donation page is right there. You donate, you take a screenshot of it, and you're either going to email it to me at davesdimension78 at gmail.com, or you're going to message me on Instagram at daves_dimension and just send me the screenshot with your first and last name, your screen name, so I know who you are, and we'll get you on the wheel. One $10 donation gets you in on all the wheels, guys. So please consider giving and help me help Roswell, and let's ride for a cure, guys. Let's make a real difference here. And I've obviously David in the chat here mentioned that he has survived cancer twice. I mean, that's the kind of thing that Roswell is all about. Um, I'm I'm doing okay. I mean, like I said in the beginning, Mother's Day is, you know, my mother passed quite a long time ago, so it's, it's always a little bittersweet, but I'm doing good. I'm actually preparing to do in Buffalo we have the slow roll, which is basically a group of bicyclists all over the city and the surrounding areas come together and they do a slow paced bike ride throughout the city. I'm getting ready to do that for the first time ever tomorrow. That's supposed to be a 10-mile ride. So I'm looking forward to doing that, maybe meeting other bicyclists. So, you know, looking forward to that. I'm trying to get as much bike training as I possibly can. Yeah, the weather has been a little funky in Western New York lately, so we'll see what happens. But right now, my main focus is trying to raise as much as we possibly can for Stream for the Cure, which obviously is right for Roswell, trying to raise as much money as we possibly can. In the previous years, we've raised, I think, 17, and I think last year was 17, and I think the year before we might have gotten to $1,600. This year we're at 500, but that 500 is still making a big difference with Roswell Park. So that's cool. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping we can raise some more money towards the end of the week. And if anyone's wondering, the ride for Roswell doesn't take place until June 22nd, but throughout the month of June, I am, I hold the stream as late as I possibly can, but the month of June, I have a graduation to go to, which is out of town. I have a charity event that I am a part of. It takes place in New York City. So that weekend, I'm going to be in New York City. Um, and then, of course, there's one weekend before the ride for Roswell, and then there's the ride for Roswell. And then, of course, in the city of Buffalo, we have Nickel City Con at the end of June, which is a big event that I'm a part of. And, that's going to take up that weekend. So June is a massively crazy month. So we'll see what happens. Sure, rough, regardless, whenever parents pass, definitely. Yeah, for me, it's, both my parents are gone, but I carry the memories. I carry everything that they yelled at me for, and all the good times and bad times I carry with me. So they're always with me regardless. Uh, he's David said, "Yep, that's cool. Saw them doing it when I was down by the waterfront." David's life is actually in Western New York, so it's kind of cool to find another YouTuber in the area. So it's going to be cool to have him on Tuesday Night Talk, where we're going to feature both his channels, both David's Life and Gamer for Life. And I'm, you're gonna open yourself up to all the crazy people that follow my channel. So get ready for some craziness. Get ready for some toy talk, some tech talk, and we're just gonna have an awesome hangout session. David's Life said, "Yep." Let me see here. It seems rare when you find people whom live in the same area. It really is, because I have run into one other YouTuber that is locally. They came over from over the border in Canada. They were some Funko Pop collector. I can't recall who exactly it was. I have met face to face some other YouTubers like Sleeping Collectibles. Me and him crossed paths physically at Steel City Con 2 years ago. A lot of the friends that so many people you see in the chat right now are in Texas, are in California. Cap is in Florida, in California. We got a lot of YouTubers like Colbane is down south. I know a lot of people who are down south. Sorry, brother, I'm back. Was eating Mother's Day TMNT pizza. Awesome. Cap, a quick question: were you still planning to do a box or for the fundraiser next Saturday? Just let me know if you are or you're not able to. That's perfectly fine. I just want to make sure I have an account of how many boxes we currently have going on. Okay. Um, no worries, and I hope the missus is having a great Mother's Day. He says, "Yes, brother." Okay, good, great. I got to make sure I have that written down because we got a lot of craziness going on. Now, how is everyone's weekend going? I want to know how everyone in this chat. How's your weekend going? Mother's Day aside, how's your weekend going? Did you get any great pickups? Did you do anything fun? This morning, I was actually hanging out with Salacious Rum and the Lego Studs on his Sunday morning Lego build stream, and we went ahead and built the Green Goblin with his glider. This is a nice little fun build. It only took just over 2 hours maybe to do this. Well, that is while we were talking on the stream. So yeah, nice little fun. I never did one of these figures before, but this came out pretty nice. We got the flame effects. Nice little fun one to do. I also have Spider-Man. That is the Iron Spider. And I also have a Hulk Buster to build too. So got plenty of fun stuff to do. Uh he says, I'm in. Okay, good. I picked up the Killer Clown popcorn gun from Spirit. Awesome. Was it full price or did you have a coupon? Did you, save a few bucks? It's always nicer if you save a few bucks, of course. David's Life says, mine's all right. My dad is recovering in his nursing home on Grand Island for rehab. Oh, he must be Elderwood then. I live on Grand Island. uh, I was busy doing some small work on my gaming channel. My mom has yet to open her Mother's Day gift because she's with my dad. Okay, awesome, awesome. Glad to hear. It's not always glad to hear when someone's recovering, but it's glad to know that they're being taken care of, they're getting the right treatments, and also that they're not alone, that they have someone at their side. So that's always great to hear. Let's take a look at what's going on with Mirage. Weekend was busy for me as my aunt had a wedding, so I had to do all the pre-wedding events, the wedding, etc., etc. Yeah, I went to a wedding last week. My cousin Kristen got married to her longtime boyfriend Larry. Uh, great, great couple. They actually did a Star Wars themed wedding. Yeah, they did a Star Wars themed wedding. They had lightsabers. He actually had a Vader helmet. It was a nice little fun awesome family get together. Now we have a bunch of water bottles. Yeah, I know what that's like. Uh, Cap, let's see here. Let's catch up here. Cap says I got it from Offer Up. Got it for $60. On-site was 110. That's a win. That is definitely a win. And lo and behold, anyone that might be watching this on replay or live, if you don't know, there's a Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game coming out later in June from Ilphonic. Now, Ilphonic, they are the video game developers behind Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, which I'm a big fan of, if you didn't know. So that's going to be a fun game to see how that's going to play out when they do release it. Although I get a feeling it's going to be the end of June or early July, possibly. David's Life says, yep, Elderwood indeed. Yeah, I know Elderwood is not literally, it's like not even a 5 minute, not even a 5 minute bike ride or car ride over. In fact, my wife and I were doing some spring cleaning and we have this big bookshelf. It had tons of books that she doesn't use anymore. So what we did was, and they're all in perfect condition, we went and donated those books to Elderwood. So we literally dropped it off probably about 45 minutes before I started the stream. So yeah, I know exactly where that is. Elderwood is the same place where my grandpa, my dad's dad, and the nurse whom took care of my grandpa is now taking care of my dad. Okay. Yeah, it's a good place. It's on the main road. From what I understand, they do tremendous work. They tremendous care of everyone who's there. The staff seems very, very caring, very, they're right there. They're not just doing a job. They actually care about the residents there. So yeah, it seems like a tremendous place. Duffman's diorama. Duffman is he is just that. He is Duffman's diorama. This guy makes amazing dioramas. He is a crazy collector himself. If you guys get a chance, go over to Instagram and check out Duffman's dioramas. He just does amazing work. He really does. And he's a good friend of the channel as well. Cap is saying, Duffman, brother, how's it going? Duff is saying right back at you. Going good. Tell She Snacks happy Mother's Day. Yep. And that is Cap's wife. She's known as She Snacks. Cap says, I will. She's loving today being beside me. I'm her presence. Yeah, but I'm sure she's already unwrapped you a few times, Cap, right? Giggity. Everyone's saying hello to everybody else. David said, nice, great donations. Yeah, it's me and my wife, we do a lot of stuff for we try and do stuff for the community as much as we possibly can. Uh, you know, with Ride for Roswell, and also we're part of a local charity cosplay group that fundraises for various charities, including Toys for Tots. So we stay busy pretty much year round. Yep, they do seem to care for their friends and patients. Yes, definitely indeed. We have Nick Tellett. Now, Nick has his own channel called Nick Channel, and you guys, he's going to be our guest on Tuesday Night Talks, not this week, but the week after. Now, he does a Power Rangers centric podcast, so he talks about everything Power Rangers, and including updates on the Bat in the Sun movie, Legend of the White Dragon, which was Jason David Frank's final production. So you definitely want to go ahead and check him out. Again, he has his own channel, Nick Channel. So please go ahead and check him out. We got Captain Spaulding laughing and cracking, of course. And we got El Presidente in the chats. We have Nerd Affiliated. Hey Archer, what's going on? Just doing a Hangout stream and also talking a little bit of Stream for the Cure. We have a lot of boxes set up. We have a lot of people who've already donated, and those who've donated multiple times, you know who you are. I want to thank you personally. You're just amazing. We've had a few people donate several times already. Yeah, it just blows me away. I want to see if we can raise a little bit more, because every dollar, every nickel, every dime goes to Ride for Roswell, goes to Roswell Park, makes a difference when it comes to cancer research. So please consider giving. Let's just catch up right here. We got everyone dropping links. Duffman dropping Nick's link. Thank you very much, Duffman. You guys saying hello to Archer. We got the Man Collect saying, hey everyone, what's up? Just doing a little surprise Sunday live stream. A Talking Up Stream for the Cure, which is going to be my big fundraiser for this coming Saturday morning from 10 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. That's right. I'm going 10 hours, maybe longer. We'll see what happens. But all the proceeds go directly toward, all the donations go directly towards Ride for Roswell and Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. All you do is you click the link in the video description below. You click that link, and you're going to take a screenshot of the donation. Once it's completed, you're going to send that to me either via email or Instagram at Dave's_dimension. And all you have to do then, your name is entered on all the wheels. And that's one $10 donation gets you in on all the wheels. I think we're at 6 or 7 wheels right now. Okay, so those are 6 or 7 mystery boxes that are going to be given away. We're doing last person standing, and the last name on the wheel, they win that prize. All these prizes, I mean, we have several NECA 2-packs that were given out. We have a special NECA figure that I think is going for about $55 right now. One of those, and everything's still sealed, by the way. Dre of the Collector Safe Space is donating several comic book boxes, 2 separate, especially or what's the word I'm looking for? Specially put together comic book boxes that you don't want to miss out. Comic, or should I say, comic collectibles. We have that. I have a Ghostbusters box that we're going to be giving away. So you guys, every dollar, every dime makes a world of difference. But one $10 donation gets you in on all the wheels. So guys, please consider checking it out. Let's get back to the chat here. The man collect says, "Hey Duffman, thanks for posting my link." Duffman's giving Rolando a run for his money right now. A note saying he says no problem. Hey Captain Spaulding. Uh, but I will be doing Legend of the White Dragon videos soon. That's what Nick says on his channel. Thanks for dropping my link. Yeah, that's what this community is all about. We're all about helping each other. You know, if there's someone new, hey, well, let's share the link. Let's get more eyes on those channels. That's what it's all about. And as I said, Nick is going to be my guest not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. We got David's Life this week, and then we have Nick channel the following week. So please come out and check us out. Now, when we actually have Nick on, we're actually going to be streaming at an earlier time. We're going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern that Tuesday. Okay. That's Tuesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. So please, if you guys are not working, if you're free, please go ahead and check it out or catch it on the replay. You know, the replay, hashtag replay squad. So go ahead and check us out then. But how's everyone else doing? Archer, have you picked up anything fun this week? Are you doing anything fun? Anything hilarious? Anything whimsical? Me, it's been kind of hard to toy hunt from like around here. We really don't get a whole lot as far as collectibles, and everything gets picked through. I do still have a couple Joes, a couple Marvel Legends I need to unbox, but I'm gonna try and do some. I'm gonna try and drop some more videos of those unboxings because I'm trying to get the watch hours up. We're trying to see what I can do here. We have a lot going on. Oh, Cap says I got Toka and Razor 2 movie figure offer up as well. There you go. That's a great 2-pack right there. That is an awesome, awesome 2-pack. I got it during its original run. It was awesome. I still those are still some of my favorite figures. They are great. They are very screen accurate. Uh, you know, not soft goods, but I mean the accessories are great. It's a great 2-pack, especially if you love TMNT movie figures. Sorry, driving to Home Depot, ordered the blood prey figure. Oh, awesome! If you guys aren't following Nerd Affiliated, please check out Nerd Affiliated. They do two. Well, Nerd Affiliated is it's Hey Archer, it's Sal, it's Rambling Nerd Anthony. They are just awesome all over the place. They drop videos all the time, and they also they've also made their own Ghostbusters online community now, the Real Nerdbusters on Instagram. So go ahead and check them out if you love Ghostbusters. Go ahead and check them out. And of course, every Thursday night at 8:15 ish p.m. Eastern, there's Nerd Affiliated every Thursday night. And of course, there's Nerdy Coffee. I'm not sure which day Nerdy Coffee has moved to. I think Archer had moved it to Tuesdays at 9. I could be mistaken. Please let me know what the exact times are. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. We have we got Will from Fantastic Adventures saying hello. By the way, I spoke to Dre and he should be messaging you if he hasn't already, Bill. Okay? I spoke to Dre actually late last night, and he should have messaged you. So he's definitely down to doing a coming on your show and seeing what you crazy guys can do. If you're looking for toys, try a place on Broad Street in Tonawanda. I'll have to look that up. Broad Street. Let me take a look. Toy collectibles. Tonawanda. Broad Street. Western New York Collectibles Incorporated. I'm getting a match right there. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Awesome. Thank you. Archer is saying, "What's up to everyone?" Everyone's saying, "What's up to Archer?" And yep, there we go. Yeah, talk. Bill says, "I talked to Dre last night. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, he's been kind of running all over the place." And I mentioned to him, and he's like, "Oh shoot, I was supposed to respond to him." Yep. So we got you guys. We got you guys connected now. Mirage says, "I recently pre-ordered a rather interesting succubus figure. I didn't plan to buy I didn't plan to at first, but for an import, it was surprisingly affordable, so I had to make that sacrifice." Oh, awesome. Hope you'll drop a video, show us, or maybe on Instagram or something, show us this amazing figure once you do get it. Yep, you found it. Happy to help. Awesome. Yeah, I always appreciate that. I mean, usually for collectibles, and toys, there's always that 80s toy shop. Sometimes the prices can be a little bit funny, but hey, local businesses, they have to make their coins one way or the other. Excuse me. Everyone's saying hello to Archer, and we got the Gap Attack, Gap After Dark, popping in the chat, saying, "Hey Dave, hey all, hello all." Mirage says it will arrive next year though. Yeah, but when it does, take some pictures at least. I'm curious what this is going to look like. Is it like a sideshow thing? Is it like through uh, Macari, Timu, AliExpress? Kind of curious. Gap says, "Hey Duffman, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave my social medias in the link." Okay, awesome. Everyone's saying hey to Gap. So yeah, again, I wanted to reach out. I wanted to do a live stream, just kind of like, I know I'm going to do a stream on Tuesdays, but I also wanted to reach out to anyone who might be out and about, who maybe hasn't donated to Stream for the Cure. And I understand if you're not financially able to do so. But I'm asking everyone if you could at least take the link that's in the video description below right now, the donation link, and share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitters, whatever can't even talk straight to you. Whatever social media platforms you happen to be on, I want you guys to go ahead and share it out to it. Please, we're trying to raise as much money as we possibly can for Roswell Park. Now, if honestly, next year I am trying to rethink how we approach Stream for the Cure. So there may be some changes next year, but we have some amazing prizes. We have several boxes that are NECA 2-packs. Okay. We have, when I say several, I'm not just saying like one. I mean, we have like 3 2-packs, NECA 2-packs that we're giving out. We have a very special NECA collectible figure we're giving out. We have Cap is going to be giving out a horror box of his own design. It's going to be a mystery box, obviously. We have Dre, the Collector's Safe Space, is donating 2 comic collectible boxes. So we have a lot of great prizes. Plus, I'm giving away a special Ghostbusters box. So please, $10 donation gets you in on all the wheels. I mean, the cheapest box, our cheapest mystery box, is going to retail at least $50, if not more. It's kind of a no-brainer, guys. So please considering helping me help Roswell, and let's ride for a cure, guys. So please consider helping out. And again, like I said, just share those links. What is everyone now? I know it's Mother's Day for many, but what do you guys have going on tonight or the rest of the week? I'm curious to see what everyone's up to. Is there a figure you're on the hunt for? Is there anything out there any of you guys are hunting for right now? Or is there something you pre-ordered that you're excited to receive? I kind of want to know. And by the way, again, the link, if anyone wants to hop in the chat, there's the link at the top of the screen, this pin at the top of the chat. Just go ahead and click that link and jump into the dimension, and we'll do some talking here. Anyone excited for any new movies other than personally, I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what I'm looking forward to. David said streaming random stuff on random streams. Yeah, pretty much. That's me. Dave's Dimension is the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme, and the channel for tech, toys, and talk because that's what we're all constantly talking about. I saw the trailer for Twisters. It's supposed to be like a spiritual sequel to the Bill Paxton movie with Helen Hunt. I'm not excited. I'm not excited one bit for it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait for that to hit streaming. Have no interest in that whatsoever. Duffman says, I'm getting ready to go cut the grass. Well, it's something that needs doing, right? He says he's excited for Beetlejuice too. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the story is going to go. Obviously we see clips of a funeral, which you know, I'm guessing that the father has died, and maybe that's I don't know something has to be bringing Beetlejuice back to the Dietzes. It's uh so it's gonna be interesting to see like how are they gonna explain that the Maitlands aren't with them anymore. Uh it's gonna be interesting to see what has happened over the past 30 years, where the storyline is going to take us. How is Jenna Ortega featured in there? Obviously, she's going to be Winona Ryder's daughter, but it's going to be interesting to see just how the story is going to unfold. Gap says, I want to see King of the Planet of the Apes. I'm actually a few movies behind. I need to watch the last two before I watch this one. And he says, also, Alien Romulus. Yeah, Alien Romulus looks really good. It looks like it's the booster shot in the arm for the Alien franchise. The Prometheus movies were, they were a little like they're trying to make it more into a mythology or trying to do something more. Aliens is about monsters and trying to survive those monsters, by any means necessary. So let's see what we can do here. Um, just checking my messages on my phone. Sorry, guys. Um, I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine because obviously there's going to be a lot of multiversal hijinks. Because there's this version of Wolverine. Hugh Jackman said he would never come back, but Ryan got him. Ryan Reynolds got him back. I think it's going to be a lot of craziness, a lot of hilarity, a lot of crazy, insane action. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but hell, we have a rated R Marvel movie made by the mouse. I think it's a great time. Um, it is a great time to be a comic book fan. Well, somewhat. Um, Marvel is, I mean, obviously Marvel and Disney, they're kind of like stepping back a little bit. Where hey, we're not going to push as much TV shows, as much Marvel TV shows and movies as we normally do. And I think that's a good thing. Uh, Here, let me help you, Nick. In order to share a link, you need to be a mod. I'm going to give you a wrench, so now you can go ahead and post your links in the chat. So go ahead and feel free to do so. Excuse me for one moment, guys. I just have to send a quick email. Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Technology is great when it works. Let me just attach a file and I will be back here. Yeah, I like to make everyone a mod so anyone and everyone can share whatever they have going on. So that's, there we go. And I just need to send the thumbnail to David for the stream we are doing together. If I do an updated thumbnail, I'll send it to you as well. But there we go. I just sent it. Okay. Um, what other movies are really coming out right now? That's the thing. Obviously, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We have, Beetlejuice. We have Deadpool. There's not really a whole lot really coming out that I'm psyched for. Fall Guy, I might see it if and when it comes on streaming. I shouldn't say if, 'cause, it'll eventually hit streaming. It's not a movie I want to pay, $22 to get in there to see. It's just not something that I'm feeling. As far as, ooh, excuse me, sorry guys, there's not really a whole lot I can really think of right now. You know, Nothing that's really kind of sparking any kind of interest really. I think with comic book movies, it's going to be weird to see what the I guess you could say scenery, what the ground is going to look like. I'm not too psyched about the Superman movie yet for next year. I mean, I like some of the casting choices. It's going to depend on the story, and it's also going to depend on performances. Costumes aside, costumes aside, it's going to depend upon a lot of the performances in the writing. So we'll see. Oh, David said that he's trying to see the movie Civil War in Niagara Falls. Okay, we got Mega Demon, and we have James. We have left coast graphics. James Gunn making it equals good. Well, I mean, if Peacemaker is any indication, then yeah, definitely it's going to be good. But I'm a little weary for the sheer fact that when it comes down to DC and movies, it's kind of hit and miss. It tends to be a lot of hit and miss, especially lately. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see where it actually goes. Sorry, guys, I just received a couple notifications. I just wanted to see what was going on. What in the world? But everyone, let's just catch up here. Now, if you guys don't know Left Coast Graphics, I don't know what you're doing with yourselves. Left Coast as great content creator, amazing art designer. You want to check out his shop. Rick, if you want to drop your links, go ahead and drop your links in the chat. David saying, hey, the Left Coast Graphics. Rick is an amazing artist when it comes to t-shirt designs, vintage toys. I mean, he's just all over the place. Amazing guy, and even more amazing conspiracy theories when it comes to movies, TV shows, and everything else. Mega Demon says, "Yo, to Captain Spaulding." But again, also, I want you guys to also at 8 p.m. tonight, I want you to go ahead and check out Colbane Games. Check out KBG on his channel at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. I believe he's doing the Gunpla Hanger unless he's changed it up. I think it's Gunpla tonight. Let me just go ahead and see if I can pull that up real quick. Let's check out his lives. Yes, he's doing Gunpla Hanger tonight, and I'm going to grab the link for it right now. I want you guys to go there. I want you to go ahead and check out his stream. Check out a couple minutes of it. And again, it starts at 8 p.m. tonight. Well, check out a couple minutes or a couple hours if you're so feeling so inclined. He has an amazing channel. He does gaming. He does everything, guys. So I want you guys to go ahead and check him out. And please consider subscribing to him. He is only 66 subscribers away from 1,500. So please, if you're not already following him, go there, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, give it a thumbs up, and check out a couple of his videos. He does gaming streams during the week. He's just all over the place, and he is always there for his viewers. If you need to talk, if you have any questions, any thoughts on Gundam building, he is there for you. He has some how-to videos. He has some basics for Gundams. So you definitely want to check him out, guys. Okay. I'm putting the link for his stream tonight. And as I said, he is only 66 subscribers away. And once he hits the 1500, he's going to be doing a live stream where he's dressed up as a Teletubby. I am not making that up. That is directly from him, guys. So you guys definitely want to check him out tonight. Everyone's saying hello to everybody else. So, are there any collectibles that anyone is on the hunt for? Like, is there an elusive figure that you're hoping to find? Oh, wow. There we go. It's the dude. The dude always abides. A dude's nerdery popping in. I feel blessed right now. I do. I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope everything's going great. And we need to fix something. He doesn't have a wrench. Give him a wrench. Dude's nerdery. He is an amazing collector, amazing friend. Also a fellow fan of Peacemaker and James Gunn. How's everything going, man? Hope everything's going good. This guy, I stole his phrase. This guy he's where I got the phrase one to rock and one to stock. And I probably said that backwards. A couple of my friends were like, are you an unboxer? Or what do you do? I'm straight out for the most part. I'm an out boxer, but he has tempted me. He has tempted me to start buying doubles of stuff so I could have one to rock and one to stock. He is a bad influence. You are welcome, sir. The wrench is a glorious offering. And speaking of offerings, I have a lot to offer. I have G.I. Joes I need to unbox. I have some Marvel Legends to rip open. I have a lot of stuff I need to do. He says, let's see here. Question about Teletubbies live stream. Who's being the son? I don't know. Maybe it's Jen. We don't know. It could be Jen for all we know. Dude says life is good, loving the new house and area. Single life has treated me well. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of ladies who are looking for a dude in their life. Rick says silly in boxers. Yeah, it's a thing. And Nick says trying to get more subscribers for his channel, which is why he's going to be on not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday on Tuesday Night Talks here at Dave's Dimension. And by the way, speaking of wrenches, the man collects. I think you're missing one. I think you're missing a wrench. So let's give you a wrench too. Hey, I'm like Oprah. Everyone gets one. So let's see here. I am a bad influence, but the gods shall reward one to rock and one to stock. Indeed. Cap says, I'm a little both. Duffman convinced me to like Rick says, let them breathe. Yep. Hashtag let them breathe. Ben Riley, yes. Scarlet Spider is one of my favorite Spider-Men of all time. I always liked the Maximum Clonage series. And I was at a GameStop. True story. I was at a GameStop. I bought... So I was at a GameStop a couple weeks ago, and I was looking for some figures, and I saw these two. We got Spider Shot, and we got the Last Stand Spider-Man, because I'm a Spider-Man freak. So I was like, you know what, I'll get these. Plus, I had some points and coupon, the $5 off monthly thing. So I had those, right? And then he says, "Hey, I don't know if you'd be interested in this." And he goes to this drawer, pulls Ben Riley out, Scarlet Spider, and says, I don't suppose you'd be interested in this. I was like, yeah. So, of course, I went ahead and bought him because you can't find him anywhere. You really cannot find him anywhere right now. who knows? Maybe about 5 or 6 months, it'll be maybe we'll see Scarlet Spiders everywhere, but I highly doubt it. It was one of those I can't take a chance. I cannot take a chance on passing on him. He's coming home. He's coming home no matter what. So yeah. He's Man Collect says, "Ooh, that Scarlet Spider is an awesome figure. It's the first time I have in hand a Scarlet Spider action figure. I have I think it's like a 8 or 9 inch Scarlet Spider statue from a sideshow. But other than that, this is my first Scarlet Spider figure ever, so it's a thing. Uh, Divorced MILFs are a different breed. Hey, you just never know. Lightning could strike. Rick's LOL. Mega Demon says, I might be on late on Friday night due to a date with my girlfriend Victoria. Well, I hope you have a great date, Mega Demon. No worries. I'll make sure Colbane's aware that you may be stopping in his stream later in the evening. Man Cluck says, awesome. Thank you, sir. Only my second wrench. LOL. Sub to Nick and Colbane as well. Awesome. Yeah, Colbane is on the road to 1,500. So if anyone's not following Colbane Games, please go ahead and you can scroll up and you'll see his link there. Go to his channel. He live streams at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, but he does game streams. He does Gundam Hanger where you do Gundam builds and model kit builds. It's just a build party. It's very low key, very relaxed. It's an awesome, awesome time. Lefko says, hey, the man. The man says, what's up, Rick? Everyone's saying hello to the man. The man's been in the chat for a minute, but everyone's catching up to him now. Everyone's saying hey to Mega Demon. Nick says thanks for the sub. The man collects. Yeah, and anyone who's not familiar, Nick actually has his own Power Rangers podcast. He's going to be featured on our Tuesday night talks, not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, and we're going to do a special 7 p.m. stream. And he does Power Ranger podcast, and he's going to be dropping videos on the Bad in the Sun movie, Legend of the White Dragon, which of course is also the last project that Jason David Frank was also a part of. The OG Green Ranger, greatest Ranger of all time, in my opinion. But we'll see. But yeah, Nick is going to be coming on the show, and we're going to be discussing everything that's related to his channel, which is called Nick Channel. So go ahead and check it out. Man says, not a problem. How's the Ion arm print? If you guys aren't familiar, I recently got a 3D printer, and I've been just on a tear when it comes to 3D printing. I started doing some Star Wars Disney 3D prints. These are just tests that I did. I have a much thicker version of this. I also rescaled a keychain to make it look more like a Christmas ornament. But what Archer's asking about is in Ghostbusters recent movie Frozen Empire, the proton packs get they get a few upgrades, including now if you're not familiar with what the ion arm is, you have the little blue power cell light that shoots up on the side of the pack, and then there's a bar that sticks out with a rod. Okay, well, on the new version, it comes out and it curves. No jokes there, guys. It curves. It's a thing. So I have one of the 3D prints right here. I actually bought the files on Etsy. Etsy is a good reason. There's a lot of different websites out there for buying STL files, which are 3D printing files. But this one I got it was Right Coast Creative. That's them right there. They put their own stamp on the print file itself. This is solid. It's fantastic. The print came out tremendously, and this is just black filament. I haven't painted it, but I mean it can go on by itself without any paint, which is great. They do have slots on here for peg holes, so you can peg the pre-existing HasLab proton pack wires and cables and transistors on there if you want. Or I know some people who are just drilling their own parts on there permanently. So I have that, and it fits the ion arm, the HasLab ion arm right here. This is the ion arm itself. It pegs on there, doesn't come out. It's not loose. it stays on there perfectly. So, and it comes off without any difficulties whatsoever. So that is, I have 3 of them printed. If anyone out there needs one printed, just message me on Instagram. I can probably print it up for you. Yeah, it's right up there with you. Right coast from up here in Mass. Yeah, definitely. I bought several items from them. I'm supposed to be getting the other parts, I think, tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Nick says my goal is 1,000 subscribers. It's definitely a lofty goal. Not everyone gets there, Nick, but if you keep pushing yourself, you keep striving for it. Don't let negativity hold you back. I started my channel. I never thought I'd hit 100 subscribers, and I hit 100. I never thought I would hit 300. I did. I never thought I would hit 500. I got there. It takes time. It takes patience, but it also takes interacting with other people. I know there's a lot of people who do sub for sub, and that's not always the greatest way because they just sub and then they never see your channel again. You don't get those watch hours, you don't get those repeats. But if you keep interacting with people on various streams and in different communities, put yourself out there. You just never know who you're going to meet. I mean, I've met people who I literally consider my brothers. I consider them family. Captain Spaulding, Colbane Games, Dre of the Collector Safe Space. I consider these guys my brothers. Archer of Nerd Affiliated. I mean, everyone here, Blue Sasquatch, Mega Demon, Rick from Left Coast. I mean, we're some of us arguing butt heads on some topics, but you guys are my extended family. I mean, sometimes I'll even say this, that you guys are a lot of people I've met through YouTube are closer to me than my own blood relatives at times. It's a sad thing to say, but it's the truth. Cap says same Dave, no lie. Captain says those sharks in the water. There's sharks in the water, yeah, because we know Blue loves sharks. And yes, Blue, this is live. But yeah, this 3D printer I have is just a monster. I just have to get it fully calibrated. I shouldn't say calibrated, but there's that unit that you see sitting on top of it allows for different color filament prints. So I will be able to do crazy things like this. This is not painted. This is multicolored printing. So basically, it follows the file like a regular print, but then it stops in. If I had white, red, blue, and black in there in the AMS unit, it'll stop. It'll switch from white over to black, then over to red, then back over to white, and eventually up to blue where the hat is. And this is all one piece. This is one 3D printed piece. That's the kind of crazy technology we have with 3D printing. You can 3D print a mini puff with the color and everything. The only thing we had to do was print the ribbon gets printed separately and a little dab of super glue, and Bob's your uncle. And there's different ones that you can print. He might need a little sanding in a few spots, but this is not painted. So this is kind of the crazy kind of stuff that I'm going to be printing off my printer. So, and that's another thing. When it comes to toy collecting, you hear people talk about NFTs. And a lot of times it's hard to find figures that we're looking for, but now people are making STL files where you can print a head or even a full action figure. There's even Gundam kits that you can 3D print. Now, the quality might be, not the greatest, but we'll see what happens. But also, when you're making your own statues or you're 3D printing your own helmets or your own props, you can customize them. You're painting them, you're sanding them yourself. So personally, I love putting things together. When I was a kid, my father would, we would get these wooden pallets that most businesses throw out, but we would cut the rough parts off, we would sand it down, and we would cut the wood to make lawn ornaments. And we would hand paint them, we would cut them, sand them ourselves. We even made picnic tables. I mean, those kinds of stuff. I love working with my hands. I love building things because you can take a bit of pride in doing that stuff too. Let's just catch up here. Mega says, I understand that. All of you are my extended family. That's awesome. Gap says, Stay Puff. I like that, Dave. He says, maybe some micro-sized Ghostbusters would be like Star Wars and mini collection or mini galaxy. Thanks for the support, guys. Anytime, Nick. Print some Spaceballs figures, brother. Yeah, if only there was a file, you know. If only there was a file for it. Sorry, I have to go get dinner with my mom. Thanks for having me. See you this Tuesday. Yeah, you take care, Dave. You and your mom have. You tell your mom. All of us from YouTube wish her a happy Mother's Day. You take care. I'll see you Tuesday. 3D printing won't be stopped. Can't wait to see where it goes. I mean the technology, it's mind-boggling. Like I have an app on my phone where I can send and those you might have heard this 4 or 5 times already, but there's an app on my phone. Okay, I can go in here, I can send a file to the printer, and it'll start printing. There is a camera built in on that printer, camera and lights, so I can literally watch what's being printed. I can pause it, I could stop it, I could start a brand new print if I want to remotely. This thing is wireless. There's no wires connecting it to the computer. There's no micro SD card that I have to take out of there and try and plug over to here just to get the files over there. It's all wireless. It's all Wi-Fi, and it auto levels itself. It's just tremendous. I've had 1 or 2 prints that didn't come out that great, but they had to do with cleaning the bed because it has a magnetic bed. Uh, and also the type of filaments I have. I have to get a different nozzle because I've tried to use more of a silk type texture when it came to a filament for a silver filament. So it all depends. There's a few things here and there, but it does amazing work, amazing job. I mean, it's insane. I love this printer. Uh, and the thing is, I didn't have to buy it all at once. The company Bamboo Labs, they're the ones that make the that design the printer and obviously the software support. They have it where you can do a payment plan, and that's what I'm doing. I'm paying like maybe 55, 56 a month for the next, for the rest, like the next next 10 or 9 months, and then it's going to be paid off. So yeah, it's amazing. And I mean, it's a game changer. There's so much I can do, especially since I'm into cosplay. But I also am seriously thinking of getting some statue files, and I want to maybe do some Marvel and some Marvel, maybe some DC statues. But then I have to get some fine paintbrushes and try and get into the painting them myself. And I think that's kind of a cool thing because with action figures and companies, a lot of futures are uncertain, like Power Rangers jumping from Hasbro, or not necessarily jumping from Hasbro, but now Playmates is going to be handling them. It's going to be interesting to see where that goes when it comes to Power Rangers. Uh, GI Joe, of course, is amazing. On Etsy, there are people who have files. There are people who have files where basically like the old style vehicles that we had back in the 80s, where they are now upscaled up to go for classified series action figure, 6-inch figure. So now I can even uh I can print files. I can get print files to actually 3D print the vehicles. Let me just what, we're gonna go to Etsy right now. Let me just share this with you guys. And we got Dre. Dre is in the chat. Dre, the collector safe space. My brother from another mother, like no other. Let's go Etsy. There we go. So here are Etsy, right? These are some of the stuff I have in my box. Don't mind it. Uh, Archer, by the way, this is what I want to do next. I want to get this board so I can do the wires for the because I totally want to make my pack completely Frozen Empire. So this is one of my next projects. I know I'm crazy. Let's see. Can I pull up any of the stuff I looked at before? Yeah, these right here. So remember the GI Joe Sergeant Slaughter had like his own little tank. Let me pull that back up. Share screen. We want the window. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. So yeah, I can 3D print this even if I don't have the right color filament paint or filaments. I can paint this part white, this part green, this part black. So yeah, you literally can buy the file for $10 and then 3D print it yourself. I just think that's friggin' amazing. There's so many GI Joe vehicles that you can do here, and there's other vehicles from other action figure lines, obviously. But this is kind of the it begs the question: do we still have to buy figures, or do we still have to get in on HasLabs, or do we just wait for someone to try and release the STL file? Me and Dre, we were having this conversation, I think last night or the night before, about these. Do you do you go in on a HasLab or do you wait for a file to come out? That's a really serious question. Like here, we got this GI Joe Skyhawk back from the '80s. Well, now we have for classified series. I could buy that file and bam, here's someone that 3D printed it themselves, different colors. And that's the thing, you could do different colors and you can customize the hell out of these. So it begs the question. Um, some of the toy companies are kind of stepping back as far as what they're willing to do or what they want to do. Like here, we got the Cobra water moccasin. It was like this little like swamp hydro boat. I so want to print this. And I know people who want me to print it too. A buddy of mine asked me if I'd be willing to print the oil platform. But hell, look at this. They have a classified GI Joe Cobra His Tank classified scale. Now, this isn't going to be 100% like the Hasbro one. Okay. Uh, I would like a Cylon helmet and Colonial pistol. That would be cool. You can print that too, right? I'm sure it's doable. Etsy has a lot of files to print. I shop there a lot. I have some items ordered. Yeah, they do. Etsy's great. Um, some people are making a little bit more money. Like here on the back of this his tank, we're not going to have the opening like Hasbro does for your additional figures or troopers to go ahead and sit inside. So it doesn't have that. It's not going to have the LED lights, but take a look at everything else. It's got wheels. It's going to have movement. You have the turret. You have the canopy. Now it's going to be interesting to see what I can do as far as the canopy. Am I going to be able to do a very clear, almost semi-transparent plastic? That's the one thing I'm trying to find more information on. And obviously this is very simplified. There's no controls or displays for your figure to really mess around with. It is very kind of laid back. I think it's very much in the vein of the 1980s version of it. But hell, for $10, you can technically print a classified series or a classified scale his tank. And hell, a lot of us, we're not playing with them. We might pose them from time to time for pictures or content, but for the most part, they're usually just sitting on our shelves or in our cabinets. So from a distance, you could have this, and from a distance, nobody would be the wiser. So it all depends on what you want and what you want to have and display. I mean, yes, there is that flex to have the actual his tank, which does look really good. But for those of us who didn't have the money at the time to drop or hop on a HasLab, this is a nice, fun alternative. It really is. And Nick says, "Can't wait to see what Playmates does with Power Ranger figures." I know they're going to be starting off with like the smaller kid toys first, but it'd be interesting to see what they do. Back in the '80s and '90s, they did do some cosplay. I shouldn't say cosplay, but they did like Transformer, not Transformer, but Star Trek tricorders and phasers for Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe they can actually create some cosplay items for Power Rangers. Because in my personal opinion is the cosplay items from Lightning Collection were trash to me. They look plastic. They look very cheap. But that's just my personal opinion and take on it. I mean, I'm used to seeing smaller figures from Playmates. Question is, would we get a 6-inch figure from Playmates? That's the question. But what's also lousy for any Power Ranger fans right now is, okay, a couple years back it was Bandai, and then Hasbro got the license. They started doing Lightning Collection. We were, for the most part, we were all in on the Lightning Collection, but they had a lot of QC, a lot of quality control issues when it came to paints, parts breaking off, whole 9 yards. But I mean, and now, great, it's going to Playmates now. How many years will Playmates have it? And I think what's going to happen is, because this brand of Power Rangers has switched hands so many times already, I think it's going to be difficult for fans to want to buy from Playmates. Hear me out. Even if the stuff looks amazing, they're going to question, like, well, wait a minute, I wanted to finish out my Lightning collection. I can't do that now. Am I going to be buying the same figures? Because, Playmates most likely is going to be starting off with Mighty Morphin. So the question is, do I want to buy another set of Mighty Morphin? What am I going to do? I mean, me personally, I shifted over to Super 7 Power Rangers before this announcement of Lightning Collection being phased out happened. And that's the thing. It's like, if a brand keeps switching manufacturer hands, how many times? Well, I mean, how long before you say, you know what? I'm just going to step back from this brand completely. I'm going to step back from this fandom, and maybe I'm just going to look at some vintage stuff of it. I'm going to look for some of the older stuff and see what I can do. That is definitely, I think that's a valid thought. In my mind, I think that's a valid concern and a valid thought right there. So Rick says Hasbro will continue making Power Rangers as well. They own it. Well, see that begs a question here, because let's go here. I'm gonna go right here. We're gonna go to Hasbro very quickly. Now, they may own the license, but they're going along the lines of, hey, if we can get someone else to make it, let's go ahead and do it. Speaking of doing it, we have the man, the myth, the Sentai himself.
Yo.
What's up?
Did you try to call me the man, the myth, the legend? Because I would say I am all three of those.
Yes, I would call you the man, the myth, the legend, but never the legacy.
Don't ever confuse me with anything else.
Little joke there, people.
Hot take.
If you know, you know.
If you're in the know, you're in the know.
If you know, you know. I mean, let's take a look here. We're looking at Hasbro Pulse right now. Looking under brands. Okay, Power Rangers. Let's go to Power Rangers. Oh, look. It says Lightning Collection. What is their Lightning Collection? Oh, we see the helmets that they've reproduced a dozen times. We do see the dagger for 69. We see the Omega Rangers, which, unless you read the comics, you really wouldn't be in the know about. We have one remastered listing for Black Ranger. That's the only remastered figure that they're showing here. The white on white, the supposed transparent Phantom.
Yeah, the former Walgreens exclusive.
Yeah. And then we have some of the older figures. Nothing new. Nothing new at all. This is stuff that has been out for like the past, what, 8 months at least?
Yeah.
8 months, 8 to 12 months, because the daggers, I think, were announced last summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, other than, like, okay, Mesgog, I would grab him just so I have him to go to partner up with my Black Ranger. But here we have remastered yellow, which I already have. We have Lightspeed Rescue Blue, which I have. It's a good figure. The face is funky. All my Lightning Collection Rangers have their helmets on. But other than that, there's nothing new. I mean, this cross. See, one thing I wish Hasbro would stop doing is crossing over brands. They did Cobra Kai and Mighty Morphin.
I say do the Turtles again. Just add a Casey Jones, add like Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady, because they did.
But at least there's a comic book to support that. right?
There was
Yeah,
two versions. There was two seasons of it where they did the first time the Rangers
yeah.
turned into the monsters and
But
mutated. So it'd
but
be kind of
what
cool to
what
see that
I'm
again.
alluding to is this: there was never a crossover canon of any kind to support Cobra Kai and Mighty Morphin. It was just a thing
It's
to
a
do
cash grab. It's called a cash grab.
like they do with Transformers every year or twice a year in some cases. So it's just trash. Sadly, was it? Sadly, it's just not a very popular brand as Hasbro is trying to make a few bucks by licensing it out to Super 7 and Hiya Toys. Agreed. Agreed 100%. Because Super 7, the Power Ranger figures I've gotten from Super 7, um, they may not have all the posability, but the accessories, to me, they hit the right spot. They hit the right spot for the price point. We're getting all the accessories we should be getting. We're getting accessories beyond what Hasbro does, and even the ones that Hasbro does, they're blowing out the quality out of the water. The sculpts are not photo accurate, but they're not supposed to be. They're
When were the
more
sculpts?
of
When have they been though? Like I told you, I did that video on my channel for the Black Ranger. That looked god awful terrible. And
yeah.
then I reached out to when I emailed Hasbro to be like, yo, my head sculpt is no offense to anybody. I'm a minority, so I'm saying this in a way that's gonna sound polite. Why is my character that's a black character, an African American, look like a white dude with a tan? And they suddenly I noticed a few months later we got the reissue Black Ranger, which is with the dragon shield, and it's Walter's actual head sculpt. Like wow, like they actually took to the several fans that complained online.
Yeah, but even that one didn't really do him justice.
It was better than the first one that they did
Yeah,
without the dragon shield.
first one looked like a badly drawn Simpsons character, to be
Dude, he
honest.
didn't even have a fro. It was a look. I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry. The hood's gonna come out of me. It was a white dude with like a surfer dude from California with a really
Yeah.
bad tan, and then he had like a Caesar haircut. Come
See,
on,
that's
man.
why all my Rangers keep their helmets on because the head sculpts look like trash.
Yeah, the
They
JDF
really
ones are the
do.
best ones. That was, and may he rest
Yeah,
in peace. Those were
and
the
the
best
thing
ones.
is, if they would have given that kind of attention and care of detail to the other figures, they would have done better. Now, if it was a legal issue, like the actors weren't signing off on the likenesses, I could see them maybe not doing a head sculpt and just doing helmets. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You can get away with just doing helmets. But I mean, for me, Super 7, like buying Super 7 when I wait for Super 7 to go on sale. Dre knows this.
Hmm.
I mean, $55, hey, if I can wait for it to go down to the $40 or 35, then I will. But take a look at Lightning Collection right here. Zach, remastered. This is supposed to be the one with all the accessories, right? For $33, you get a little energy effect of supposed to be like when they're morphing and he can hold a morpher. And
Don't you love
honestly,
Ghost?
the Super Sevens do a way better job of that. Everything's painted so much better. The blasters, the weapons, everything looks so much better.
I mean,
Uh,
but again, those remastered figures. I just want to touch on a few things you said that I totally
yeah,
agree upon. The remastered figures are not a cash grab as everybody. I first thought they really were. They actually are, butterfly joints. They're better made figures. So I will say that they are like the version 3 of those figures, which I think
yes,
was desperately needed for collectors. But then sadly, after they did that, it almost appeared to many collectors that it was a cash grab because now where the brand is kind of circling, like I told Dave, circling the toilet, because Boom Studios
or in the
last issue
toilet.
came out, the last issue came out this month. At the end of this month, we get the last issue for the Ranger comics, and it's done.
Yeah.
You're not seeing any more
No,
Power Ranger stuff done for a while,
well, see
unless
here.
somebody picks up the license.
Here's now I hear a lot of people say it's done. It's done. Now, what I'm thinking is I think it's more of the Mighty Morphin saga is done with Boom. I get a weird feeling in the back of my mind that I think they're going to continue. They're going to do maybe an other reimagining of other series, or they'll do like an Unworthy series, or there's a lot of potential that they can do because they showed what they could do. Okay, we're going to start off with the basic team, but they took it down so many different roads that the fans loved it. They latched onto it, and they definitely want more. So I
But are
could
we going
definitely
to get it is the question.
yeah.
And I don't
Are
know.
we going to get it?
And I'm gonna be real
And
with you. I don't see it happening. That's just my hot take
okay,
on it.
and we can agree to disagree on that as
Yeah, but
always because we're
we can.
brothers.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you something though. If you look at the current downward trend in the licensure, the only thing that really 3-0 is producing those 1/6 scales.
There you
That
go.
that's when you came up with that, it was kind of funny because I was about to just say that. I was like 3-0 bought their license, and Hasbro, like they
Same
said recently,
same
is
wavelength.
so when you look at it, Hasbro has basically become a license company that they sell the
Yeah,
licenses. They'll buy a license and then lease it
they're
out.
a marketplace, and
Exactly.
uh, what was it? I think even Archer had said it. They even flat out said that they're not a toy manufacturer,
Oh no, they do
right?
board games, and even Magic the
They
Gathering has suffered for it, and I'm a collector of Magic
they
cards.
they are gaming. Their gaming is that is the bread and butter, and this is just like the occasional Jello cup.
But Super 7, I mean, again,
Just saying.
I'm gonna say this very bluntly. Dave knows how my hot take on this. I hate Super 7.
Yes.
I think their articulation sucks. I think that they're like the stuff that they do is cool, but they're not worth the price that you're paying out the door.
Yeah.
Now, Mondo is going to compete with them, but those are two American-based companies that are competing against each other.
Yes.
Now, I did see who mentioned. Oh, it was Left Coast. So Left Coast, you had mentioned Haya Toys. I'm 100% an advocate for Haya Toys. Their licensor, they own the license to Predators, to Aliens, to the Colonial Marines. They've done an amazing job as 1/18th scale. They killed it with the Rambo 1/12th scale. Haya has, Enjoy Toy. I think Haya and Enjoy Toy both have the licenses for Warhammer. I know Haya just is starting to do the G.I. Joe
Yep.
1/18th scale to compete with, well, to formally compete with Hasbro, in the O rings. I mean, there's a lot. If you're a collector of stuff and looking to the international markets right now, like 3-0, which I am because
Yeah.
they're putting out bangers of
Yeah.
figures.
And I'm a fan of 3-0 because I bought that Green Ranger when it came out. And that did not disappoint for $99, a 1/6 scale. Sure, it doesn't have a head sculpt, just has the Ranger helmet. But I mean, to have the Sword of Darkness, and they did a tremendous job on that. They did a tremendous job on the Dragon Dagger. Just the quality of the figure itself. I mean, is it 100% perfect? No, nothing's ever going to be perfect. But to get a 1/6 scale in the world of hot toys and everything else, to get it for $100 or even just over 100, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, even still
In
3-0.
my personal opinion.
And
And
I'm
I'm
gonna.
I'm a very frugal person. Trey knows this.
Oh yeah, Dave and I,
I'm,
we
I'm a
we
cheap
can we.
ass.
I love him to death, but he does shop the deals, which is he's got me doing it too. But I will say this, as a guy who is, like he said, the Sentai Sensei. The biggest thing 3-0 has been pumping out lately, and if you pay attention to 1/6 scale, I
Hmm.
recently got into 1/6 scale, so I've been paying more attention to it. 3-0 has been putting out bangers of the Ultraman figures from all the different Ultraman universes. SH Figure Arts is pumping out Godzilla and Toho, and they're doing a lot of the stuff from the American releases as well as the old foreign releases. So I mean, if you really are a fan, 3-0, I mean, the Transformers license, they are destroying it, looking amazing.
Yeah.
Spy X Family,
And
that
the
Roy
the
figure.
prices are going up, of course.
Yeah, like that Common Rider, the one that Common Rider figure on the bottom, the Robotech right there, that is classic nostalgia.
This is I mean, this is a
I had
must.
this. I actually had this, the Veritech for
I
Roy Folker.
I cracked up on Salacious Rum stream this morning. Super Awesome Geek Show was holding up a figure similar to this, a similar set.
Hmm.
And Salacious says, "Oh, that's that's so and so from Transformers." Like, no, uh,
Yeah, it's not Sky. It wasn't
they based it
Skylinks
off
or
of.
Sky Striker. Yeah, it wasn't Sky Striker. This was Mozapita and Robotech and
Yeah,
Macross took their designs from a similar guy. But look at all the stuff like Pat Labor's getting remade, Common Rider. I
dude,
pre-ordered both of those
dude.
those beautiful, and Dave made fun of me for it. For he was like, "Oh, dude," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm a huge FMA fan, Full Metal Alchemist. You know, I loved Hagane and Noda Kinjutsu.
Now,
That was Ed
it'd be
Ed
better
Alphonse.
if they actually threw lightning effects in here.
They supposedly in the DX set, which I did get, that's the one I pre-ordered, that
Yeah,
you get like crazy effects with it. So I'm excited. Like Alphonse has light up eyes and light up effects in the armor. And they oh my god, they did a Peppa Pig. Are you serious? Rory's gonna go
yeah.
nuts. I have to actually go look at that for my toddler.
There you go.
Yeah, life size vinyl figure. Holy crap. There's no way I'm spending that. 260 for a life size Peppa Pig in my house. My wife would kill me. But look at that
Now,
Chainsaw Man. They just like they're doing such a great job of like, the Ultraman stuff looks fantastic.
he looks sick. He really
And look at the
does.
prices. Look at the price point though. It's half the price of a Marvel hot toy. Which again, I love
Yeah.
Marvel hot toys, but again, or Star Wars hot toys,
And this is a
but
1/6 scale, guys. That's the thing. I mean,
and it
take a
does
look
come
at
with
the
some fair
detail.
accessories. And I think this is actually mixed media. So this is actually die cast with plastic. So it's actually mixed.
Look at the art. Look at the articulation.
Yeah, I have to
I
get
mean,
him.
it's this is. I mean, it's it kills it. I mean, as someone who has the DXL Bumblebee, the detail on him, he is a small figure. He's about maybe I'd say 4.5 to 5 inches, but the amount of sculpted detail on it, they go beyond. They
Yeah,
really go
so
the extra mile on them.
so like Dave said, if you don't know, 30 has their DLX line, which is the 1/6 scale, and then they have the MDLX line, which is the 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
And I think they got rid of the MDLX, and now they're just calling it DLX because they
Yes.
have, yeah, because I saw they did that with the Iron Man figures they've been re-releasing in 1/12 scale.
But here you go, 179 for Megatron.
He looks awesome. I would
Now,
actually
of
love
course,
to
he
get,
doesn't transform, but he looks insane.
but it's die cast. Who cares? 30 is
Yeah,
actually
it's
you're paying
diecast, the
for the,
weapons.
and look at the price point. Look at the price point, folks. 179. So if you are a high-end collector that's looking to
Yeah,
get into that high-end market at a lower cost, these would be the figures
indeed.
if you're a fan of Transformers. Mind you, if you're not a fan of Transformers, don't go this route. But
But
again,
hey, you have Iron Man.
well, they did Iron Man, War Machine. This one I think is on the pre-order list, and he's the 1/12
This is
scale.
out of stock right now
Yeah,
at
he's 1/12.
99. But again, look at the effects. All the different hand variants right here. These are the little like the little missile that he can shoot out his gauntlets and all the like blast effects.
Propulsion, yeah, like the
Yep.
propulsion effects. Now he does. I know he does actually have light up effects in the eyes and in the chest for the arc reactor, and most of them, all the Transformers do too. If not most of them do, they do, and that's the one thing I love 30 that they do. They actually will give you light up effects for even their 1/12 scale stuff. That's why they cost a little bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are spending a little bit more money, but you're getting a quality. Again, folks, quality over quantity.
Like this Optimus. Oh,
Yeah, he
if
he
only
looks,
if only I had the monies.
dude. Look at the Ultraman.
He, yeah.
All those guys. All those guys I love. The Evangelion stuff, the guts. I actually want to get him from Berserk. He is one that's on my list. And I
I
just
mean,
got the
hell,
30.
RC.
Yeah, she looks amazing from Bumblebee. I actually was like thinking about it because Toyko had it. Shout out to Andrew from Toyko. You guys need to shop with him. I have that one. Go back up. I have that Valiant Bloodshot right there. The 1/12 scale figure. He's actually really good too.
GI Joe, of course. They've gone in with GI Joe as well.
Well, and they're smart though. They're smart because Hasbro was selling the licenses. They're like, hey, you
Look
want
at
to
all
make
this though.
and Roblox looks dope. They really did a banger job on him.
I
Like he
mean,
looks
come
like
on,
he's straight out the
he's
cartoon.
beast.
Like the Duke Mesco doesn't look good. Like I don't know what people were saying. Like the Duke Mesco is the best Mesco ever made. No, thank you. Several other Mescos like Popeye were look better.
I mean,
but
look at
dude
this.
looks
That
terrible.
he just looks sick.
And look, and what I love 3-0 does, if you notice in the arm, the crook of the elbow joints, they're
Yeah.
flesh. They're flush. They look like flesh. They're starting to pay attention to body styles to make it look
Yep.
not like a toy, but to make it look like the
Yeah.
actual
You
person.
don't want to see a bunch of hinges on the skins.
And look at how dope that is. Again, worth the price.
Yep. I mean, hell, even though they got Black Ranger with the Dragon Shield
Yeah, he's one. I think
for
he's
99.
1/6. He's 1/6 scale. So you can get all your Ranger fixes, folks. If you guys are
Yeah.
still looking, 3-0's doing it. I'm gonna tell
And
you now. Look at the
they have the
international.
license for all the lines, correct?
As of right now,
I think I heard that.
they have all they basically. I think Hasbro sold them everything. So yeah, and then they are look at with Jada. They're trying to compete with Jada. If you look at the new Mega Man that they're releasing,
Yeah.
that's gonna have light up effects in it. So you pay $20 more than the $20 Mega Man, and now you're gonna have a Buster that lights up. Classic Megatron. That looks dope too.
Well, comic book Megatron, since because the little swirls he has on his chest,
Yeah, true, true.
phenomenal. This
That
Prime for
that Prime
it's
looks.
cell shaded, but
I
I'm
hate
not a
cell
fan of
shaded.
cell shaded personally. But I mean,
Is he
it
one
looks good.
six or 1/12?
I'm gonna say he's 112 for
Uh,
99. He's gonna be 112.
no, you got because even the Power Rangers are 1/6 and they're 100. So you might the Transformer might be. Does it say 1/6 or 1/12?
See here.
It's just in the description. It'll be like, yeah, this is a 1/12 or 1/6.
Don't see it.
Wow, folks, if you guys happen to know in the chat and are
Oh,
following along
there
with
you
us,
go at the bottom. Approximately 7 inches.
also he's right at 1/12.
Yep, told you. You wouldn't listen.
But yeah, I like that
Sky
Mega Man.
Warp.
The Rodimus looks good. They got those food ice sets that they're putting out too. That look really good. Like he is on my wish list because I love. He's my favorite Transformer.
And the reason for Optimus dying.
Folks, if you don't like Transformers that transform, like you're an adult like me that doesn't want to transform them all the time,
Come on.
getting
He
them
can
like this.
hold the Matrix. You show
And
me a Hasbro Hasbro Transformer that can properly
oh,
hold
they
the
did.
Matrix.
They did. You know what? You had to get the movie. What was it? The movie one that they
The
made,
studio series,
the studio
barely.
series.
He can
And
barely hold it.
how much does he go for now? Because he's out of print. He's like a $300 Transformer,
Yeah.
and he
No
doesn't even
thanks.
look good.
But yeah, this is the Prime that you and I both want to get.
Yeah,
This
I want both.
Optimus with this hot rod or
Yeah,
Rodimus.
if I get both of those, that would be
Yeah.
I would be
Of
done with the
course,
Transformers.
Rodimus retails $80. Of course, he's out of stock.
Yeah, he's hard to come by, and Cliff Jumper is really good too. He looks, even though he's just
This Prime
basically a
is out of
repaint.
stock as well.
Oh
But
no,
like
they're
Dre,
keeping the MDLX. Yeah, that
now
Bumblebee.
this is the Bumblebee I have.
He went
But
down in
you get the
price.
alternate hands, the alternate helmet. But like, take a look. You can see like shaped gears and stuff in there. That's what this is. I mean, that's the kind of quality you get there. I mean, yeah, he doesn't transform, but look at the posability on here.
The dynamic
It's
shots
got
you can
the
get with him,
best posability I've seen in an action figure,
and
and
weathering
he's
too.
die cast. I mean, yeah, this is
Like when
it's
Dave showed me
Bumblebee
these,
personified.
I'm gonna tell y'all when Dave put me onto these a few years ago.
He's like, I hate you.
I was kind of mad at him because the weathering effects on them is what sold me the most because they
Yeah.
make the metal actually look like he's an aged warrior. You know, they
Yes.
don't make it brand spanking new. Like they treat it like, man, he's
I mean, come
been through
on.
some stuff.
He I've made my figure do that pose.
That's a dope. He's on my list.
You know? And
You know,
your
Father's Day
best
is coming up, folks. So if you ever want to give
your
me a
best
gift,
bet is gonna be
yeah.
like Macari or eBay for these.
Amazon
because
too.
they're sold out. That too, but it's kind of like you have to keep watching religiously. You have to keep it on. You got to keep your eye on there like a hawk. But yeah, guys, I mean that's the thing. The future of collecting is changing tremendously. Now with my 3D printer, I think that's going to make me shift over to maybe printing some of my collectibles instead of trying to hunt for them because half the time up here I really can't find them.
Well, then we talked about this yesterday. I heard you. I was
Yeah,
listening to you, and the one thing he said that made me want to come on and make this comment, because, for example, Dave knows I just got the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
there's the
That
Lego.
looks that looks dope. That will be a hot toy soon in my possession in about 2 weeks. Give me two
I mean,
weeks.
take a look at Lego right there. All the effects. You got an extra pumpkin bomb
I
right
like the
there.
pumpkin bomb right there. It looks cool. So Dave and I talked about this last night, where the base for, if you guys don't know, the 1/6 scale bases for each of the Spider-Man from No Way Home, with the integrated suit, the Friendly Neighborhood, and the Amazing, all are three different villains. So Tobey Maguire's is the Sandman, uh, coming out of the base. Andrew Garfield is Lizard, and Doc Ock is the one for Tom Holland's. They look amazing, look amazing. But you have to get the DX of Hot Toy figures to get those, and they're hard to come by and super expensive on the aftermarket. So I asked Dave. I said, Dave, you think you could print me? That's it right there. I sent him. I said, could you print me that? I have the Hot Toy. I need the base. And he was like, we could try to figure it out because look at how dope that base is. For a Spider fan like I am, I was like, that would look amazing on to put the
No
Hot
pun
Toy on
intended.
display. Yeah, well, he's not amazing. This is a Friendly Neighborhood, and the Toby head sculpt looks fantastic. Yeah, I gotta get him. I gotta get the Tom Holland. He's the one I gotta hunt for because that's the
But
integrated.
let's show them what you really want, though.
Oh God, no, no. Are you really? Yeah, he's gonna show it. All right, folks. For those of you that don't know, I am a huge fan of the video game Spider-Man. And when they gave us the ability to have those the attack arms, Superior Spider-Man has the same, it basically this hot toy is a reissue of the video game Spider-Man just repainted. Tell me
Rick
that
Hasbro is a pumpkin bomb.
it is a bomb, damn Skippy. But look at how dope Superior Spider-Man looks. Like, if you don't know who Superior is, Superior basically is Peter Parker Spider-Man with the
Body
mind,
swap.
yeah, mind with the mind of Doctor Otto Octavius. And damn, that pose looks
And
freaking
the black
dope.
on black eyes right there, it looks sick.
Yeah, because the Marvel Legend, the first Marvel Legend we got was not great, which is the black on gold with
The
the
arm
red and black.
articulation, the gauntlets.
Yeah, Dave knows that this is on my wish list.
I mean, hell, I mean, any Spider-Man fan has the money. I mean, this is something they definitely have to go for. I mean, you get the webbing shooter that coming through right in the center of the palm. He's got claws. He's got pointed claws on his fingers here.
Yeah, they did a lot. I know that the
Yeah,
figure's supposed to come with like several different sets of hands. Yeah, he does figure fever. Trust me, he is probably one of the best. I mean, for any Spider fan that's looking at stuff now, I think a lot of the Spider-Man figures that have been released the last 4 or 5 years have been bangers. This one is a banger, hands down, hands down. But actually, if you, I thought you were going to show him the concept art one. That's why I thought you were going to show him the concept art. Strange.
this is the one I kind of want, but it's
Bodega
just
suit
insanely
Miles.
expensive. Because I mean, hear me
Yeah,
out. There's a few reasons why I want him. Okay, one, the headphones, definitely. The cat chilling with the mask, right? But
Bodega
this
Kitty.
is the one that also comes with skates. As someone who was a skater, I mean, this just hits me on so many levels.
Yeah, they did it. That one's really dope. He is currently right now what I've seen on the aftermarket for him. Bodega
Yes.
Kitty Miles is somewhere in the vicinity. The cheapest 390,
Yeah.
which is
This
his
is
retail.
543. So it's a bit high, but it's not in. I mean, it's within the realm of possibilities.
Hey Bree,
You know.
yeah, he's a dope figure. I'm not gonna lie and say he's not. I mean, I if I had to get any Miles, he would not be my first pick, but he would be on that list. This one I have currently coming out, waiting for me at my comic shop when it does release. Dark
Yeah.
Prowler Miles, which people were surprised that they don't like that one. And him too. You can't forget I got Punk Spider Punk, which he looks dope, Hobie, and his background. Now the cool thing is they did not for these they did not make a DX version like a collector version of it. So you get a head sculpt with Spider Punk. So the regular base form comes with him, which is awesome.
Yeah. This is a pass right now for me. People have been asking me. I'm not paying $60 for this. It's a
We
repaint
we
of
talked about
something
this.
that they came out with 2 years ago. It's a pass.
I said I wished it was, and I know Archer. I'm not gonna try to like put rain clouds on your parade on that one, but like Dave had told me yesterday that you and I both agreed that it's not 1/12 scale. Like, why not? If
No.
I told Dave, I said they could have done the most perfect HasLab, make a 1/12 base version of the Ecto One, and then what you would do is be able to come with different parts to make it any Ecto One from any of the movies, from all the way up to Frozen Empire. I think that would have been dope if they allowed us to do that.
What is this, Dre?
That's an Ecto One that looks amazing.
3D printing. You can buy the files.
Well, I don't have a 3D printer, so
Yeah,
I can't do that. But you
but
could.
everything's going to be hand painted. But this is something that a person could do. As far as like the chrome, I mean, yeah, you can hand paint, but you get yourself like a chrome marker, like I do right here, and you can chrome out the bumpers and the fins and everything.
Left Coast, I don't think. See, Dave and I talked about this yesterday for hours. Me and Dave have been on the same
Looks
point on this one. They're not going to do a 6-inch scale, not for any
no,
reasonable. They're
yeah,
not. They're not going to. They've
especially
had the opportunity.
especially since they said that there's no plans for a plasma series figures anytime soon. So it definitely doesn't seem like a possibility. So if anyone wants a 1/12 scale Ecto One, they're going to have to build it themselves. They're going to have to
Or
print it.
Ramen Toys or Valaverse may release a version.
If if
You know, and that's a big if. But
because it is very niche. Let's be honest.
it does look fire though. I would love to have that. Like, because how many vehicles do you see? We know Hasbro HasLab, unless it's a GI Joe classified, it's not gonna be
Yeah.
successful when it comes to vehicles because Star Wars, you've seen it
Yep.
be they're struggling with
They are
with
struggle busted.
theirs. And then look at if you have to look at anything else in regards to their like what else? Should we even talk about the vehicle that was it the Engine of Vengeance that we never got? And now we're getting a Danny Ketch as a poor man's second place.
I
No,
listen.
and no
I got your
Reyes.
engines. I got your engine of vengeance right here.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know where I can go get it. I can go to it from Ramen Toys and go pay the
but
150.
But guys, I'm wrapping this up because Colbane starts his stream promptly at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I want you guys to go over to Colbane Games tonight. Go ahead and check him out. He
I'll be
has
doing
his
that right
Gumpla
now.
hanger. Do it. Do it right now.
I
He
will.
has his Gumpla hanger where anyone and everyone's welcome to build kits, uh, Lego sets. You have anything to build, he welcomes you on. It's just a cool hangout time. He's a great channel. If you're not already following him, why not go over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. He's on the road to 1500. He's I think 66 away, maybe it may even be less.
66.
Once he hits that 1500, he will be doing a live stream dressed up as a Teletubby. And someone asked me earlier, well, if he's going to be a Teletubby, who's going to be the son? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be Jen. She's his sunshine after all, so who knows?
Oh,
But guys, also do me a favor, go into the video description below here and check out the donation link for the Ride for Roswell. We are doing Stream for the Cure this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern until 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing a lot of prize giveaways. Captain Spaulding has a box he's giving away. Dre has 2 boxes. I have several NECA boxes we're giving out. It's going to be a great time. But to get in on that, you just have to donate $10. Go to the video, go to the link in the video description below. Donate $10, take a screenshot, send that to me either via email or Instagram at Dave's_dimension. Send me that, your first and last name, your screen name. We'll have you entered in on the wheel. That $10 donation gets you in on all the wheels, guys. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be an open stream. And I want you guys to help me help Roswell, and let's stream for a cure, guys. Dre, do you have anything to plug this week?
Just tune in on Tuesday because I have my late lunch with Dre. That's from 3 till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the topic this week is going to be my list of grails, not like of not defining it, but the ones I'm looking for, and we're going to talk about just like a little bit about some news, and I may even throw in there the list of hot toys I'm currently looking for.
Yeah, so maybe you'll find that hot toy you can help Dre out. Let him know. And of course, that's Tuesday afternoon, but Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, Dave's Dimension will be hosting Tuesday Night Talks, and this week's guest is David's Life, also known as Gamer for Life. So we're going to be talking with him. He's actually local here in Western New York, and we found out today he's actually a 2-time cancer survivor. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about that if he's open to it. But we're going to be talking about all about his 2 channels and what he's all about. So please join us then, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern this Tuesday here at Dave's Dimension. But guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I'm going to thank you guys for helping this channel become what it's become. All the craziness, all the psychoticness. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys. You know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.